Hey everybody, what's happening? My name is Jamie Dean and welcome to Sidescrollin. Now, if you're like me and you're a collector of things, whether it be video games, toys, CDs, whatever it is, then there's a good chance that you're using bookshelves to display your collection. Now, bookshelves are great. They're cheap, they're obtainable, they're usually easy to build, but the big problem they have for displaying these sorts of collections, I find, that aren't books, is that you end up with a lot of dead space. You get these like big gaps above and behind your games that are really hard to fill with anything. Whatever you put there isn't going to be seen. There's also this annoying thing that happens when you try and put games away and they all move out of alignment, so you have to fuck around trying to get them all flush and lined up again. Well, today I'm going to show you a super easy, super cheap DIY hack that will literally double the amount of display space you can get out of your bookshelves. And I'm going to do it using just a cardboard box. So this is just a regular postage box. They come in all shapes and sizes, different colors. I've gone for white because my shelves are white. You can get them off eBay in varying quantities, different pack sizes. So the idea that I've had with this is to basically use this as a stand to create a tier within the bookshelf to give me like a step, a tiered display, and therefore being able to fill that dead space that we have at the top of each shelf. But the first thing we need to do before we get ahead of ourselves is figure out exactly what size postage box we're going to need. So we've got some measuring to do. So because I want to make a tiered display, I need the box to sit behind the games that will sit in front of it, so that it creates like a step, right? So I don't want it to be too wide or too high so the games can't fit between the top of the shelf and the box. So we measure this all up to make sure we're getting the right sized postage boxes that suit the shelves that I have. Alright, so once we've scoured eBay and we've found the boxes that we like, these are the ones I landed on. Two of these should fit just about perfectly across each of my shelves. Not quite, but just about. It's as close as I could find. I ordered them in. I got a pack of 10 of these, and again I chose white because I want it to just sort of blend into the display. I don't want the boxes themselves to stand out at all. So if you're using a white bookshelf, I'd say get white boxes. If you've got like an oak finish shelf, then brown boxes are probably going to work better for you. And then we need to get these bad boys together. So we need to pre-fold all of these, because if you don't, the flaps on the boxes tend to want to stick up, and that's going to create an uneven surface for your games and toys and whatnot to sit on top of. So we're giving all these flaps a pre-fold, and then we're going to use some tape just to stick them down shut. Now I'm using white masking tape here. You could use whatever you want. Some postage boxes won't need tape at all. They'll have a self-sealing lid that will just close. They're the best, they're great. These ones didn't, so I've got to seal these shut somehow. You could just use regular packing tape if you like. I don't see why that wouldn't work, but because I use a lot of lighting in the studio here in the game room, the packing tape would probably reflect with the lights, so I've gone for masking tape, but I've made sure I've gotten white masking tape instead of just the usual tan color one, so it doesn't stand out quite so much. But we're going to seal that shut, and there we have it, a finished box shelf. Alright, let's see how they go. There it is. So I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out, actually. I've got a whole heap of my Nintendo 64 games now able to fit in the one space. I've got my NES games in there. They look great on the shelf. They're all forward facing. We can see the covers. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's turned out even better than I hoped it would. It's also fixed an issue with the Switch games I had where there were games behind the front row, but now they're up and can be seen. I can fit a whole nother row behind there now. It's created a solid barrier behind them, so when you go to take a game or put a game away, they're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that's ended up turning out. So there you go. That's how you can turn the humble cardboard box into a display raiser for your bookshelves and get a whole lot more stuff forward facing, a whole lot more stuff fit in the shelves, and utilize the space as best as possible, because every little bit of space counts when you're collecting these things. So I hope that was interesting. I hope that was a useful little hack for you. If you've got any other really good space saving hacks for your game room, make sure you drop a comment down below and let us know. I'm always chasing these sorts of little tips and tricks to maximize the amount of display room we can get, or figure out good ways to display the stuff that we have. Yeah, definitely let us know and let everyone know your tricks and tips for your game shelves in your game space at home. But that's going to do it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. My name has been Jamie Dean, and until I see you on the next one, keep side scrolling.